Hey, we are on the road to Midwest Gaming Classic. Yes, it is that time of year. It is spring. And what does spring bring? Video games. What else?
Here we go. We're on our way. 43 miles left to go.
And we have a special cargo all the way in the back there. You can't really see it, but it is back there.
Because I've been working on a little secret project.
Yep, it is a fantastic project. Let's just say all of you enthusiasts of the NES and Game Gear, we got something special for you. But you got to find us in Midwest Gaming Classic at the Guys Games and Beer Room space. I think they've gotten even bigger. But we'll tell you all about it as soon as we get there. But right now, we got to drive. So we'll see you there this weekend. Midwest Gaming Classic, Baird Center, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Let's go!
RetroKnight here. I finally made it to the G2B room, room 202. They got a lot of stuff, let me tell you. Here we are, here's the G2B room, and it's not even busy because it's just into Friday. By the time the convention starts, that wall is going to come down. They'll add another 1,000 square feet. Here's their broadcast area. Get you guys a good chance to take a look around here before everything gets starting and happening. You got your retro game area over here. Coordinated Halo play. And the rectangle itself, the retro rectangle. Almost every system that you guys can think of right here. This is Travis's Neo Geo that he brings from his house. And the custom color Vectrex. Retro Rob with his retro rectangle. It's always amazing. And here's the amazing Tom. Always busy. It's going to be a big party tonight. So come by, grab your badges, check us out, room 202, MGC. We're going to get it on here. Split bag, haha. Just got our VIG badges.
VIGs, look at that.
And the game this year, Pizza Portals.
That's,
along with,
hold on,
from the bottom, Jordan's 1980s Adventures.
There we go.
That's awesome.
See if it, nope.
It's a custom Game Boy game. That's pretty awesome, actually.
Drink token.
Drink tokens.
And old school gamer free gift every day.
Oh, good show.
We have the Retro Dads, a thing to their Kickstarter.
Sounds
so
good.
Go support. And then, looks like tonight's sponsor, which is Albert's Diamond Jewelry for the VIG. So
Good
cool
show.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Schererville, Indiana. Ooh.
Getting out here early. Line is short. It's moving fast, but tomorrow it's going to be hot and heavy.
Yep, it's going to be fun.
And here we are, folks.
Hi, everybody. We are here.
VIG night.
It is. It is
Friday
preview night.
Friday night preview night.
And we're about to go preview things, so it's going to be awesome.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, folks, looks like we're gonna get some new backdrops for the game room. This will be fun. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The Tower of Doom. It's a recreated cabinet, but it's not too bad. And it is the full 4-player version. It's gonna go for a pretty penny at the auction. VIG early access to the vendor hall.
Box of mayonnaise I got left. You guys might be cool. What would you want? Around Buckingham? Happy good meal. Case for you, buddy?
got something for you.
Oh, shoot. What is it?
Well, you're going to save me a lot of postage is what you're going to do.
Okay. I'm here, right?
Yeah.
Game Oxygen. What is this? What am I looking at? I mean, I know it matches my jacket.
Because there are only so many synonyms for the word genie.
Oh.
It's every Game Genie code for the Game Gear.
In one little thing. Dude, yes. I love that. Makes it much easier. And then this. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. We got, is this SNES and NES?
Yeah. This is why you're saving me postage.
Thank you. This is huge. Like, everybody needs this in their game room. Like, I don't want to get out my old Game Genie box or the Game Genie manual. It's all busted up. Pages are missing. Yeah. They're all right there.
They're all right there.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you, man.
That's awesome.
Hey there. Future RetroKnight here. Sorry about the poor video quality from the future. You can't have everything. But in the process of editing, I realized that I never really talked about what ValyGirl and I were talking about on our drive up here, our super secret surprise. You see, some time ago, I was playing around with my Game Gear collection, and I wanted to add my Game Genie to the mix. Having some fun, so I started going through the code book for the game that I was playing, and I realized that there weren't any codes for the game that I was playing. So I looked online, and I found a couple of codes. Found several different websites, actually. But looking through the codes for these websites, it was not fun. It was clunky. It was annoying. So I thought to myself, maybe I could collect all these codes and make them more convenient. So I took 2.5 months, and I made this. This is every Game Gear Game Genie code that was spread across all those websites. I put it into a nice little format, the same size as a Game Gear manual, and with a spiral to make it lay flat. Originally, I made it as a proof of concept, so that way I could determine whether or not I could make this. This is every NES Game Genie code, A through K. Got L through Z sitting right over there. And it also lays flat. Over 13,000 codes. I had hundreds of these printed to my own expense. Even fits inside of an NES sleeve. That is the super secret project that I've been working on. And as you can see in the video, this becomes a way for me to share with the rest of my community, that I can give back to them and finally add something to my video gaming brothers and sisters. So as of the recording of this video, we're going to be switching over our hosting for our website, but they will be available soon. So stay tuned. Back to the video.
You need to learn. I don't.
Mr. Contry, sir.
Hey.
I have a gift for you.
Okay.
Every Game Genie code on the Sega Game Gear.
You know I'm a big Game Gear guy.
Yeah.
You made this yourself?
I do these myself, and then I did one for the NES.
Okay. Now you got, wow. So this takes all the ones, because you know they were releasing updates later.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I culminated 6 different websites. Took me 18 months to do that.
Wow.
I'm selling those. Being here, you just saved me shipping.
Stunt Kids. Wow, they even had for the unlicensed stuff like that. That's funny.
Oh yeah, I included a whole bunch of. I included about 25 games that were unlicensed.
So
even
these are official ones they release and unofficial ones?
And some unofficial. Even some of the modern unofficial ones like Battle Kid, and Battle Kid 2 is in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I know.
Come on, stop timer. This is great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Do you sell these anywhere?
I do. I'm with Guys, Games, and Beer.
Games and Beer?
Guys, Games, and Beer.
Guys, Games and Beer.
The downstairs room 202.
Very nice. It's a great idea. I love the you put it in your pocket.
It fits inside of a Nintendo sleeve. It fits in a sleeve.
Does this guy know? I might be recording. This guy know how to market. It fits inside an NES sleeve. That is brilliant. This is really good. Go pick this up.
Yeah. Okay, here's what I want. Can we do Kickmaster, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2, and Scoon for 400? You couldn't do 4 for all 3 of those?
I could. I'm checking right now what I can do, but I can't do 4 for sure.
Well, what can you do?
I'll make it worth it for both of us. Okay? $750 for all of them. This is a solid $350. I can't do 400 by themselves. I can't. But if you do it, you get the gun neck, then I'll do these at the 400. $750 for all
730?
3. I'm giving you like my bottom price. I don't like. I know you don't give a shit. You want to get a good deal, but I have to pay really high, and I travel to get people's collections. And it's been really hard to find good stuff. It's been like horrible. I have to pay high percentages. So it's like really hard to even get the shit back. 750 is the absolute best. I think it's fair for both of us.
750. All right. And here's cleanup. Put all the games away. Finishing up.
And we're back from MJC.
Here we are. We're back. It's been about a week or so.
It's been about a week and a half because I had a really fast turnaround going from from Milwaukee 2 days, and then I headed to Ann Arbor for Chaosium Con, and it's been a couple of days. But hey, we're back. So you have games. I have stuff. I'm actually wearing part of my stuff from a wonderful artist, creator, Yanni. YANII. We'll just have to put some links in. But she makes these amazing dice.
And has made them for several people.
Yeah, my friend Latia actually told me about these. And these are really, really cool. They're dice. They have dice on them. And I needed something to hold the glasses. So it's like I'm wearing jewelry without even doing it. I got so many compliments on these actually at Chaosium Con because this particular pair are percentiles. So if you've ever played Cthulhu or BRP or any other you'll know that percentile dice are the name of the game. But anyway, enough about that.
I was finally able to show off my collection, show off my complete Game Gear North American collection. As you saw in the video there toward the end.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people looked at it. We need more signage. We need more signage for next year.
Folks were thoroughly fascinated by it, and
well, it was an entire collection.
It is. It started out as a great. It created itself as a great conversation piece because many people were like, "Oh my gosh," or "I had a Game Gear," or "My cousin had a Game Gear," and "Oh, I had this game and this game," and "Wow, this is the whole set." And it was actually really cool just talking to people about it. So, meanwhile, I was actually able to pick up several NES games and a couple of the new things. That we picked up. There's Pizza Portals over there.
Pizza Portal was one of the games, the VIGs.
Yes, was the VIG game.
Was the VIG game. So
the small set that I picked up, and I'll see if I can do the pricings down below for as of middle of April 25.
Yeah.
For what they go for.
Just before Easter.
Yep. So I got the Lone Ranger, Castilian, which actually doesn't really go for that much. It was one of the last commons that I needed, which was always really nice. Might and Magic, nice, great little RPG game.
That's a classic.
Yep. Ultimate Air Combat. And I ended up trading in my old Atari 7800 and several doubles that I had to a vendor that had Color a Dinosaur.
There you go.
Because if you're going for a complete set, you need Color a Dinosaur.
It may not be one you would pick up to.
Actually, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it with Connor.
You're gonna try it. We're gonna try it with our son.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, I mean, for a kids game, it goes for a lot.
Yeah, for a kids game, it did. Well, I mean, like
at the time, it probably didn't.
No, at the time, I'm sure it was like $40-50 at the time for the MSRP. But nowadays, it had a small print run. It was toward the end. So, along with that, the only other remaining common that I needed was Cyberball.
Oh, there go the commons.
There go the commons. Now we're at
commons.
Adventures of Lolo 3.
I remember when you got that. That was good.
Uninvited. One of those point and click games. Scoon.
Scoon. It's just fun to say.
Yes.
Scoon.
It's one of those words that has a Q but no U, so it's Scoon.
Scoon.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2, which is a Koei strategy game.
Just in case if you like sequels.
Kickmaster. Great little platformer. Actually, very underrated game, but as you can see, expensive. And I was able to get a deal along all that with Stack Up. But the clincher for the whole collection was that he didn't exactly throw in. We made a deal. You guys saw the video and the audio for it. I also got Gun Knack. Damn good shooter. Way too damn expensive, but damn good shooter. So that leaves me at $643 with 38 left to go, I think.
Yeah, and 38 are probably the most expensive of them.
Most of them, yeah. I mean, like, there's only a couple of them even in there that are only less than $100 now, and so yeah, it was a damn good convention. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I even got a shirt. Oh, I should have brought the shirt.
Oh yeah, my Atari shirt.
No,
your shirt. Yes, the shirt that you got.
Yeah.
But Atari actually had, as you probably saw from some of the video, Atari actually had a presence there. Like they had.
Oh, they did. That was awesome.
Yeah, and it was really cool to see that part. See something like Atari come back, and they really have been coming back here in the industry. They are starting to make a.
They made.
I wouldn't say make a name for themselves, but they made the name.
They made new games.
Yes. So
like my app had to get updated.
Yes.
But before Atari started making some of these new games, these are officially licensed Atari 7800 games. Yeah. The Atari 7800 North American Collection had 57 games to it. Yeah. Now it has 67 games to it.
Yep.
They had to update their list because they were officially licensed by Atari. So,
but it's really great to see one of the originals really start to come back and find their way back in the industry again. And I must admit, I hope the team at MGC doesn't hate me, but I wanted one shirt from Midwest Gaming Classic, and Atari had the shirt with the very classic 70s logo on it with Midwest Gaming Classic.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was my shirt. I actually wore it. It's in the laundry right now.
Oh, okay.
I wore it to Chaosium because I needed to show it off.
And on top of that, we got the ghosts now. There's something you guys can't see in the backside of this room.
Well,
we have the ghost. I'll do a shot.
We wanted something for the room. I mean, obviously we have a converted base, we have our basement and we try to do what we can, but this is probably less than Doctor Who budget here that we do.
Oh yeah, definitely less than Doctor Who budget.
But so we wanted something to kind of brighten up the room. And
so with that, I'm always excited about next year. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I tried several times to meet up with my friend Kent. Couldn't meet up with Kent. From Retro Gamers of Wisconsin. We tried a couple of times to meet up. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, I can't. Sorry.
Sorry about that one, man. We were both busy. I was selling books. Yeah, the books came out pretty well too. They're over here. The books came out pretty well for all the Game Genie codes for the Game Gear and all the Game Genie codes for the NES.
In 2 books.
In 2 books. They came out pretty good, actually. I sold several. Oh, I'd probably say I sold about 20 or 30 of them. And
the problem is we had to man a booth.
Yeah,
a table. We had to man a table.
Man a table, and this was always our convention that we can just sit back, relax at. We don't never normally have to worry about a booth. And I got a lot of comments from people that were like, "Oh, this is cool that you're selling this here, but you probably would have like totally sold out if you were actually in the vendor hall." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, but this is like my vacation, so." This is like my.
We were still stuck to a table.
Yeah, so we were partially stuck to a table, but I could kind of close it up whenever I wanted to because we were at the Guys Games and Beer booth. So, and that was good. It's always good. It's always good. Yeah, in their room. It's always good for the guys to host us like that.
Yeah. Overall, the con itself bigger and better than ever.
Always.
It was. I mean, between getting to see people that we love running into every year. Getting to meet some new folks, some of the names in the industry. I believe there was a Devil May Cry reunion at MGC.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't make it to that one, but it was
Tim from NBA Jam was there. Ian was there from Katsuma Ninja, and he's great to drink with. Let me tell you, that guy's got stories. Woo! Go check out his book. It's called Fighting with Myself. Yes. So, go check out his book.
Yep, and I mean overall, the number of vendors were really good. I picked up a couple of pieces of artwork. I got these lovely things.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up a couple more for the Rainbow Funko collection. It's small, but it keeps the budget. Well, when I'm only looking for the rainbow ones, it makes it very, very simple because there's a very good chance that I'm not going to spend money on it.
No, it's okay.
Just means I can spend money on other things.
That's right. That's right. And we always have a lot of fun with MGC. So thank you so much for all of those who put all their effort into MGC. Thanks to Dan. Thanks to Chris. And all the volunteers. And
we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about some of the new layout. I think a lot of it worked out really well, especially seeing the tabletop RPG room.
Oh yes, Tabletop Village was great.
There were some times where it was pretty kind of dead. There were some times when it was really, really busy, especially on Saturday. It looked like there was games going on. But we're talking that the TTRPG room, which of course working in TTRPGs is kind of a special thing for us. The TTRPG room had such a fantastic mix of different types. It wasn't just, say, Dungeons and Dragons or similar tabletop games. There were card games. There was a couple of chess clubs who were pooling their strengths. There were Beyblades.
Oh yeah.
Who the heck if you remember Beyblades, the little spinny top things, there were Beyblades and there was an actual tournament going on. But you had board games, card games. You had everything in between. They really worked very hard to try to expand to bring additional gaming into Midwest Gaming Classic. It's probably still going to be primarily your pinball, your video game.
Oh, totally.
All of that. But seriously, next year, I'm looking forward to seeing more games in the tabletop room as well. And who knows?
The whole room was decent size too.
It was good. It was huge. It had that huge ballroom downstairs.
I'd probably compare it to anybody who wasn't there. I'd probably compare it to like a middle school gymnasium.
Oh, it was bigger than that.
No, that was probably about.
It was bigger than that.
200 feet by 150 feet.
It was big. It was really big, and there was plenty of room.
Oh, plenty of room.
So
you could have played. You could have played whatever game you wanted to, and there would have been vendors there. There would have been people there.
There are some vendors.
Yeah, there were several vendors there. Several of them we knew.
Yeah. So yeah, Milk Hog was there with their board game library. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. Every year, Jamie and the team bring the board games, and it's fantastic. But yeah, if video games maybe aren't quite your style, you can still come to MGC. You're still going to find a wide variety of artists, authors, and the tabletop, the card games, the chess games. I mean, you name it. And they're only expanding and getting bigger every single year. So once again, one of our favorite cons to go to. We absolutely adore it. So glad we went, even though I was exhausted.
Oh yeah.
I was done.
The next big thing that I want to know is, do the guys want me to bring my stuff for Mad with Power?
Oh, Mad with Power is coming up.
It'll be coming up in June.
Yes, it's coming up earlier this year. So when you see this, go check out Mad with Power. It happens in Madison, Wisconsin.
It is a fantastic nerd
3-day
geek music video games convention. You'll find every single. If you can't find something that you want to do there, get out.
Well, it's the Guys Games and Beer crew and several others bring all of their arcade games and several other games, and then they set up, and it's 3 days of music and gaming and people coming together. It is such a blast. It is put on by Lords of the Trident,
who are a fantastic group.
We love you guys. Yes, we love our Lords. Lords of the Trident, they do this. This is year
6, 7?
6, I think, 6 or 7. And they bring in bands from all over the world. Please go check it out. Please get your tickets. It is absolutely worth, whether you go 1 day or 3 days. Go check them out on the website. Go to Mad with Power. And find out more information.
By all means.
So,
I think that's about it. Really, we're very tired at this point.
I've had a lot of cons.
You've had a lot.
I've had a lot. I've been going and going and going, but
You're done for a little bit.
Almost.
So now we can actually just sit back and play some World of Warcraft and some.
I have a lot of writing to do
and some Mist on the PS1, right?
Some actual plays that I need to do and things like that. But yes, I can get back to actually getting some WoW in, because 11.1.5 is dropping on
the 22nd.
On the 22nd.
Yeah, yes.
And if this is
out before my birthday.
If this is out before then, get ready. If this is out after that, know that that's probably where you'll find us. We'll be on the Nathrazim server playing 11.1.5 because we've got
characters that are older than our children. Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we do.
Did you know that next year our guild will be able to drive next year? We'll be able to drink.
Yes.
We'll be able to drink next year. It'll be 21 years old by next year.
It's because we have the oldest surviving, still in operation guild on the Nathrazim server.
And there's only like 6 of us. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but
we have fun.
But we have fun, and
do.
we keep the tradition alive. All right, let's wrap this up because we are going on. Thank you, everybody, for your continued support for us. Thank you for your interest. If you are interested in obtaining these fantastic books that he has put together, I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can't see, But all these codes, it took you how many months to put these together?
That one actually only collectively about 4 or 5 months or so. But it took me about 16 months to do all the codes for the NES games.
So if you want to have those cheat codes, and again, this is not every single 100% cheat code. This is the vast majority of the cheat codes, as many as he could possibly put together. And
If it had over 10 parts, then I kind of selectively was like, okay, never mind.
So,
but that's about it, really.
But for the NES and for the Game Gear,
yep,
we have them. Go ahead and message us, and I think we'll put that link. We're
still going to be redoing the website, so
yeah, it's going to be a bit.
But I think we can still put a separate link to our Square store because that's still up.
Okay.
So for now, we'll put that down.
You do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
Until later, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I don't know. I'm exhausted. I'm going to go to bed. I'm
going to have a beer and play some Color a Dinosaur. See how that works out. I've already seen the AVGN video on it. It's probably not much.
You have fun with that.
See you guys later.
Bye.